In the name of God and nation. معكم بروفيسور شول بلو جاكوان، وأستاذ خبير ومحلل في مجال الصحفي قالوا بوستور جمالية، إحدى أبرز محطة الإذاعة نيشن راج ميديا. فهم الآن في لقاء صحفي مع بروفيسور شول بلو جاكوان، فترغبوا اليوم بعد القليل 27 من فبراير عام 2019، وهي الحلقة الأولى تتعلق في مجال أزمة جنوب السودان وكيفية معالجتها في جميع المحاور الاقتصادية والاجتماعية والثقافية والسياسية. فالآن فرصة لكم أيها الزملاء، فنبدأ بأستاذ وخبير قالوا بوستور جمالية، إحدى أبرز إعلاميين في هذه المؤسسة العريقة. تفضل.
Hello, Mr. Chuol Bileo Japan.
I'm very fine.
I'm called Gatluak Studio.
Thank you, Mr. Gatluak Studio.
You are highly welcome to Nationwide Channel, Mr. Chuol.
Thank you for your warmly welcoming me to the Nationwide Channel.
Okay, for joining us in our channel, I would like to ask you some few questions concerning South Sudan problem.
You're right, welcome.
Okay, my first question is that what is your analysis that make community of South Sudan to subject themselves into group?
That is a very good question, Mr. Gatluak. My analysis, all my problems that I found mostly in the Southern Sudan, the mainly problems that I found is just only the tribalisms. Because these tribalisms, it is the one mostly affects South Sudan and divides South Sudan into the part. Because this tribalism itself will actually show to each and every community that we are stronger than the other tribe, of which this one also can bring a problem. Second, it also defines that we are majority than the other tribe. This one also can cause the problems into the Southern Sudan. Such a problem of the tribe, it is exactly the most problems that fuels the problem of South Sudan.
Okay, for your answer, you are saying that the problem that make community of South Sudan to subject it into group is because of tribalism. Yes, I can do agree with you, by the way. And if you know that the problem is tribalism that affect the whole country, how can you eliminate the side problem of tribalism?
Actually, there is a step need to be followed. The first step is that the solutions, the really solution that I will find is that the stakeholders of the country need to come together. They need to make general reconciliation. They need to preach the peace actually to the different ethnic tribes in the Southern Sudan, to tell them no more of the tribalism, to tell them no more of the war, to tell them that our tribe is South Sudan. Definitely, this one is also can help to solve the problem of South Sudan, because this community of South Sudan, they have been politicized by this stakeholder to divide them into the part for their interests. Second, I'm going to make education on rise, because these educations can let the Southern Sudanese to know, or can let the Southern Sudan to know actually what is their right. Because the educated person actually will not do something that can destroy his or her future. Educated people always don't mind of where they came from, don't mind of their tribe, but they mind of the goodness or the future of their country.
Yeah, that is a great answer. My second question is that if you are the president of the country at this current time of crisis, and your people subjected themselves into group, how can you bring them all together to live in peaceful life of happiness and joy?
Very good, Mr. Gatluak boss. If I'm a president of the current problem, first of all, I want to know where is the problem. Then when I find the problem, I need to define what is it. Then if I know where is it exactly, then I'm going to have an See, actually, if the problem is on me as the president of the country, then I'm going to step down and give position to those who elected me, because I have been elected by the peoples, I have been authorized by the peoples. At least, instead to destroy all the country for the position, I can give them the right. Secondly, if the problem is facing South Sudan, if it is not from me or from other person, just only facing South Sudan as whole, then we need to come together. All the stakeholders of the country, all the community of the country, all whoever having a right of citizenship in South Sudan, to bring the problem to the table, to negotiate what is exactly the problem. After we negotiate and see, this is when we are going to give a solution to the problem that is occurring in the Southern Sudan.
Okay, Mr. Chuol, my third question is that if you become the president of South Sudan, how can you build a stronger nation?
Very good questions. All your questions are always good and they are very fine. Definitely, if I will become the president of South Sudan, what I will do first is just only to make education to be on rise, to make education mostly higher than other things, because the educated people always, they are actually to transform the country into the good manner. Educated people always, actually, they know what is better for the country. That is definitely, education will bring us the good engineer, education will bring us good doctors, education will bring us good politicians, of which our country will be transformed in a good manner. Secondly, the ways that I'm going to govern the South Sudan is that I'm going to transform the system of governance, of which everybody will go, each and everybody will have the right to say it and will have the right to press, will have the right to do whatever he or she is doing. Definitely, that one may be ways that transform, or the ways that may be good when I came to the power. Thirdly, there should be a strong constitutional draft or constitutions that need to be set up. This constitutional actually need to be guide each and everybody. Anybody having a problem should be abide by the law that is written, and everybody that having a problem should be governed by the law or guide by the law that is written in the country.
Okay, well, Mr. Chuol, what is your vision or your dream for Africa to be united and live equally?
Good. Definitely, African always, they need to know that the Africanism is stronger than different nations. The African need to unite, the African need to trust, the African need to believe what they are doing. The problem concerning African at the current time, Africa don't believe themselves. Africa don't trust themselves. They are just trusting the other nations, like the American peoples, like the European peoples. They don't trust whatever they are doing as African. Definitely all those nations, or all those peoples that they trust, they don't just only came to the African just for nothing. They are just only came just only to have the interest on our countries or our continent as African, so that they can divide the African into parts, so that the Africans is a stronger nation. They don't want Africa to unite. They don't want Africa to have the good relationship. When there is a good relationship in Africans or good unity, those who are always having interest, they should not find room for the African. That is why they divide the African into different categories.
Okay, well, what is your message to the youth of South Sudan whom the future will belong to them?
My message to the youth of Southern Sudan is that they should not be politicized by the others. This future of Southern Sudan belongs to them. They need to join hand by hands. They need to avoid whoever having interest to divide them, because this future, it is belong to youth of the South Sudan. Just they need to come close. They need to come together, doing the unity for the sake of their future. They need not to be politicized by those who are always interesting on their future.
Okay, tamam. How can you encourage the community of South Sudan to be a successful community?
Ways that I can encourage is that all the Southern Sudanese, I need them to eliminate all whatsoever called tribalisms. All Southern Sudan should not mind whatever, no matter if somebody is rich, no matter if somebody is poor, they need to mind on their hard working. To be a successful person, you need to just do whatever can be better for your own and can be better for your future.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chuol for joining us in Nation Rise channel and sharing with us today on 27 February 2019 in Khartoum, Ansari Block 23.
Welcome.
شكرا لكم. أخيرا خبير إعلامي قلوب الجمالية وبروفيسور شول بليو جاكوان، وكان في كاميرا الأستاذ والمحلل السياسي الكبير جيل سايمون. شكرا لكم جزيلا.